I was told to say hello, Steve Richardson.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Who told you that?
Luke.
Oh yes. That's every time we talk, it's hello, Luke Stenner.
Yeah, and he said to give you a hello, Steve Richardson.
Wow, very nice. Yes.
Hello, Newman.
Yesterday about
Yeah.
some stuff. So it's
So,
good.
good morning. Happy Monday, everybody. What's shaking? It's Jason Gulick here. It is what? I think the 13th of July already. Can you guys believe we're halfway through July? Up there to my left is Mark Deeds Klodzinski, Deeds Pressure Washing. And down below is the man, the myth, the legend, the one and only SteveO, Steven Richardson, WCR. Good morning, Steve. What is shaking?
Good morning.
Nothing much, man. I'm the same way. I can't believe that it's midway of July, and this is like the first summer where I haven't wanted it to end because both of my kids now are very active, and it's like, man, I just want this summer to kind of slow down. And
Yep.
the first time ever I've been like that. So it's been good though. We're gonna go to Steamboat next weekend and go to a wedding, and it's good, man. It's very good.
I'm really glad that you brought that up, dude. Because I've been feeling the same way. And I'll be frank, dude, and you know what's kind of weird is I did not have you on. We did not have you on to have this discussion, but I've been kind of depressed the last couple of weeks, and I think I figured out the reason in the last couple of days.
Yeah.
My kids are getting well. One of them is super old that he doesn't like. He's already a fucking adult. You know what I mean? Then the other one's wrapping up his high school career. We're going into junior year, and then I have a kindergartner, and she's going into first grade now, Steve.
Yeah.
And like I'm having all of these emotions, and I want to spend time with my kids and my family. Summer in Arizona sucks ass, anyways. Like. So I'm like bummed that there's like hardly any work, but I'm like so happy that I'm spending all this time at home with my kids, and I don't want it to change. Like I'm having all these emotions lately, and I'm not sure I like them, man.
Yeah. I hear you.
How is raising little ones for you, and how do you keep that life balance? Indeed, you're the same. You've got your munchkins as well. Like, how are you guys keeping yourself sane, and especially like when it's time to go back to work and you leave and the kids go back to school? Like, how are you keeping that happy life balance, guys?
Dude, I'm just huge right now on in the summer. Typically, I'll take a pretty big break from like social media and just making sure that I'm spending the evenings and spending the weekends oriented towards family. And I've really made a goal of that like the last like 2 summers. So my boy, he's going into kindergarten next year. And then my daughter, she'll be 3 in January, but she's a fireball. She's tons of energy. So that's more what I've been doing is just making sure to not overwork. And I've really gotten that down in the last like 2 years as far as making sure that making the most out of the regular hours during the week. It's very easy. Remember, like when we talked, I think, what was that, a summer ago? Or
last year, almost exactly a year ago.
Yeah. Is that it's very easy to go 24/7, with work. It's very easy to like want to answer that call and get that job, right away. There's so many guys always talk about that, like always answer your phone, always answer your phone. Gets to be a lot sometimes, and it's nice to be able to just like turn it off and chill. But July is a really good time to like take some time, especially I think maybe Mark, maybe it's the same way for you. Is right now kind of like a lull in your area or no?
I'm chugging along. It's not really a lull. I've got a lot of repeat customers. Not really so many brand new ones, but I will say, yeah, July, August are definitely my shitty months, but not nearly as bad as January, February.
Also, though, Deeds offers other services than window cleaning, so he can chuggle on doing a couple other things.
Yeah.
Like for me, I'm a window cleaner. Yesterday, my wife comes in the house
My wife.
after a nap. Yeah, Deeds, my wife. She comes in after a nap and she's like, maybe you should offer these services. I was like, babe, is this what you fucking dream of when you're taking a nap? Like how to make more money? Because I love it. I wish, give me these ideas in the beginning of summer, not in the middle where I can start cracking them. So,
right.
Yeah.
It's the seasonality of window cleaning, which is sometimes nice. And like, that's why I've always liked Colorado for it. But like now I'm not doing it anymore. So that's kind of weird. But I still see the same patterns like throughout the year for, sales and everything like that.
Yeah, and it's really weird because I'm so glad that you did bring that up. Like I said, I had no intention on really talking about these kind of things, but and somebody brought it up to me the other day. They're like, "Hey, man, are you okay?" And I was like, And my wife had kept asking me, like, for the last
My
2,
wife.
3 weeks. Now, I didn't know that I was bummed out, man.
Yeah.
And I guess apparently it's when I'm not in the mood, apparently it's easy to tell. So I apologize if I haven't been all in. It seems like, guys, I've just got a lot of shit on my mind. But I am supremely grateful that we're talking about these kinds of things, because a lot of times we forget to bring these things up. Summer burnout or seasonal burnout, family issues, health. These kinds of things are part of the gig when you're a small business, when you're when you're part of a cog in the wheel. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
Exactly.
let's say you're working for someone else and you're not feeling it either. You're not giving your 110%. You're not even giving 70%. So your performance starts to suffer. Results start to suffer. So that's one of the reasons why I think that the mental health thing is so important for us to discuss. And yeah, we talk about being able to talk to others when we're struggling, or sometimes I guess we don't even know that we're doing it. So I think that Mark, I want to say thank you. I know you normally do that at the end of the show, but I want to say thank you for continuing to do this. Because it does give us an area and a platform to sometimes get shit off our chest, to talk with our friends, and to find out what they're going through.
Yeah, back in 2023, towards the end of 2023, I think people could see, for me, that was a super stressful time, as we were having our kid in like January of 24, but then we were trying to move and do all these things like all at one time. And I remember in some of my videos, I just, I didn't look too happy just going through it. And some people commented on my videos like, like everything good, everything okay. It was like, you don't want to say much, like publicly, as far as because you don't want like all these messages coming in like, man, like what's going on? I'm not, I don't put too much stuff out there like that and just kind of try to keep it private. But it definitely, you can see it through people, and it's nice to have people though that will actually ask you, sometimes somebody just asking you, how are you doing? Like away from work. It's a nice thing to have as far as people like that in your life.
You know what? I'm going to give and we always say I do shout outs at the end, but Lala Liberté, John Lala, he gave me a ring and he's like, you good? So, something's wrong, bro. Like, fuck. And I've reached out to him on numerous occasions, but for the homie to reach out to me, I appreciate it. A couple other people as well. So, yeah, man, just trying to get back on track and do the next right thing. And sometimes it's not easy to make decisions or do the right thing or to step up and can keep doing it. But when you do it and you find out you get the results, it's like everything else. You get the results when you put the effort in. And I'm just trying to keep plugging along. And I think too, like we talked earlier, everybody's got a seasonal weather. Unless you're like straight up in Florida and it's hurricane season, or you're in San Diego, there's always, hey, Floyd, Fred, Bob, get the fuck over here. There's always some kind of seasonal thing that we all go through, right? And it's part of the gig, I guess. But when we can recognize it early enough, it does make things a little bit easier.
Oh, yeah.
But the weather part, I'm going through a little bit of monsoon this week. We finally are going to get some rain. We do have a correspondent. We got fans worldwide and friends worldwide. You are aware of that, right, Steve?
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. I see you guys
check.
have like international people on
Good
here.
morning, good morning.
We going worldwide, baby.
Right.
Oh, I had a beautiful job.
Are we live with Frank right now?
No, he did a video clip an hour ago for our friends here.
Years. Make it completely new. Good morning. Good morning.
How old is Frank?
Make it new. It's about 75
Frank is
Fahrenheit.
63.
A bit cloudy. perfect
Has
conditions.
some amazing energy for his 60s.
And I wish you all a very nice day. Ciao, ciao. Stay
Ciao,
cool.
ciao.
Stay safe.
So
Awesome.
he's our
Your weather
correspondent.
correspondent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Ollie. So he checks in Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays and lets us know what the scoop is out in Harlem, Amsterdam.
Nice.
Yeah, thank you, Frank. We appreciate you. His birthday is next month. I think if I'm not correct, he's either 12 or 15 years older than me. So that would actually put him, let's see, if he's 15, that would make him 63 next month, I think.
Nice. Nice.
Deeds!
Yeah.
Deeds!
I've
Deeds
got one
has got
coming
a,
up. I'm gonna
yeah.
be 31 to 41 years old. Very
Oh,
exciting.
man.
Yeah.
You mean 41?
Pretty much. It's pretty old. Yeah.
Wow.
I asked Kylie, I was like, hey, should I shave my beard like some kind of a midlife crisis and just get rid of it and go baby face for a couple weeks?
Oh, maybe
No,
that's
leave-
why I
leave it.
shaved.
Maybe.
I knew there was something
It
different.
takes
about
the
you,
beard
Chris.
off.
Yeah.
You shave it off, and you got to
It looks
keep it.
good.
Deeds looks good with his mustache. I think it suits him, and his goat too. It suits him well.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I was having some patchy nonsense growing in on mine, and it kept driving me nuts. And I'm just like, you know what? I'll fucking start shaving.
I get to right here, and then if it starts getting just a little bit more, I just don't like all the squaggly hairs coming
Yeah,
out.
I hate that.
I'm always in the mirror
Yeah.
trying to shave those off, man. And then all of a sudden, I'm just one day like, F this. We got to
Yep.
remove
Yep.
all of it. Yep. Start fresh.
Yeah, I've got a lot of grays coming in, like more
Yeah.
than is normal. So it's like, yep, I'm getting there.
Mhm.
You know, my
Yep.
wife likes the whole silver fox thing. So once that comes in, she'll be happier.
Yep,
Yeah.
mine does too. But my hair's so long right now that I got a bunch of grays coming in, but you can't see them. They're like whites, and they're all up in here. So that's a little crazy. I can't. I'm kind of looking forward to that actually.
I think I'll get cul-de-sac before I get gray. Sucks.
So when that happens, do you go straight bald and pick that bitch, or do you let it gracefully go away?
Dude, straight bald. I will not let that thing sit there. There's no way. I hope not. My dad's 76 and he still has hair. So I'm like very hopeful. But in my mom's side, there's no hair. So it's freaking done real early. So if I can just keep on lasting, I'll be pretty happy.
Very nice. Yeah, my
You
dad's
keep
like
on
70. He's
keeping
got long
on.
hair.
Yep.
So I'm good.
What
Pretty
what
good.
was everybody's weekends like? I kind of know a little bit what Deeds did. Steve, what'd you do this weekend?
Oh, this weekend my kids actually went and stayed with their grandparents. So it was like they're like first overnight pretty much since my daughter was born. And so
Cool.
Saturday we went and did some hot pot. You ever done hot pot?
It's been a minute.
Weird.
I've heard of it, but I've never
First
sat
time.
down and
I'm odd.
potted.
Yeah, and then we went Top Golf. That was great.
Cool.
And then just kind of chilled out for the rest of the day. And then Saturday night, watched the UFC event, which was great. And then roller coaster all the way down at the very end. And then Sunday, we kind of just Sunday's always a chill day.
Yeah.
Did you think Connor was going to go down in the first? Do you think in the first his ass goes down, or were you thinking it was going to be a good fight?
I knew there's no way that he was going to last. There's no way. Max Holloway is a killer.
He's
That
a fighter.
So active.
Yeah.
And I do not know why out of all fighters he decided to take Max Holloway. That does not make sense to me. Out of all people, like last time, I mean, Dustin Poirier was different. When he fought Donald Cerrone, that was understandable. But then the way I looked at it, man, that dude, he did not want to be there. The way that he was coming out to the ring, just the way he acted was totally different than he ever has been.
His face went almost blank, like, oh shit, what did I sign up for?
Panic.
Yep.
Yeah, that's Deeds, that's it. You nailed it.
Yeah. Yeah, you think he tweaked the knee like earlier in the day or something and just knew something was off and he's like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it.
Well,
and, that's why he was kind of pale.
Yeah, he's fought so many fights where he's been injured prior that I look at it and man, like the way he was even breathing, like you could see him like really
like a stress.
Yeah.
Yeah, like what you do when you're nervous, you're kind of like inside, like just butterflies.
Not 100%.
Crazy. He just
you can feel it here.
Yeah. exactly. And so everyone I was looking at, I was like, dude, there's no way this is gonna go well.
Fear.
And he
Yeah.
knows how much of a killer Max is. Where
Everyone knows.
yeah,
I put a $4 parlay to win $10, so I won on the fight, but it was less strikes by McGregor, less strike. I don't know, just a bunch of underperformances
Unders.
because I knew that it would, unders that I knew it would be over in the first round. They wouldn't have a chance to hit each other much, and I was right. So
how crazy is that though? He got paid $30 million for the fight. He was in there
That's
for
nuts.
69 seconds.
That's it.
Never threw a punch.
That's America, buddy. That's where it's awesome.
Yep.
You know, just a weird Brazilian kick thing, twist your knee out and pop, get paid.
But when he comes in, that marketing week is so big, you know, for them, and they bring so much money into the gate.
Yeah.
It's, you know, but I heard, man, I guess because he lost that, he was looking at like a 9-figure deal with some betting company and lost it because he lost the fight.
No shit.
Probably not just because he lost the fight, but in the manner in which he did. Yeah. I would imagine, like, let's say he goes out and he fights for 3 rounds or 5 rounds or whatever, but makes it a fight. He probably still gets that deal. Instead, he goes out like that, and it makes him look. Yeah. He's got some other things off the mat that he should probably worry about more than on the mat. So, but
he's so well off. I think it's very hard to get motivated too when you're that big as far as financially. You're probably good for the rest of your life. Your kids are probably good. Their kids are probably good.
Yeah, generational wealth.
Yeah,
I went and saw Jerry Seinfeld live when I was like 20, and somebody in the audience said, "Hey, when are you going to do another Seinfeld?" He goes, "Listen, I'm old, I'm fat, and I'm rich. I don't have to do another season." And that was it. You know, that's why we're done with it. So, you need that.
So that UFC fight. That UFC fight was the I missed the whole card, unfortunately, because I was watching soccer, and that game ended up not. Yeah, that game ended up not being worth it to me, and I flipped over at the end of the Argentina game, and I see Holloway standing there with the flag on him, draped, and I'm like, what the hell? So I missed the entire fight, and I didn't even catch any of the Patty fight. And, but, you know, I guess there is a fight that a lot of people want to see, and I'm not quite sure who's bringing this up or why it's come to fruition or if it's going to come to fruition.
Oh boy. Yeah, I don't
know. This came across my feed the other day, and I'm not quite sure what to think of it. I mean, you guys are both nice guys. What's the beef? What's the beef?
There's no beef. People just I think they just put us kind of against each other for no reason. Luke and I talked quite a bit. And so, yeah, there is no beef there. But I should
have brought the old lady from Wendy's to pop on. Where's the beef? Yeah, where's the beef?
Hey, but
I wonder is you guys are like Pokemon cards,
I'm
like
not
high ratings
this anymore. So it's nice to be mentioned out there and stay relevant and everything. So it's good.
That's hilarious. You're always going to be relevant. You're one of the OGs, one of the originators, and somebody that a lot of people look up to, not only for advice and for technical wisdom, but you become friends with a lot of these people. I know you have relationships in the industry. You've helped a couple of what's the word I'm looking for? Young people start growing in their business. What is it like mentoring and helping some of the cats? The mentor. Yeah. No, what is it like mentoring and helping some of these cats, boost their skills, boost their businesses?
I've got to work with a lot of people where sometimes you work with them for like 1 to 2 years, and then you kind of see them like branch off and just go on their, own motivation, own path, or whether or not that's like getting out of window cleaning or staying in it. I've seen a lot of different stuff. I knew a lot of people where I helped them around COVID get into the business. There was a guy who was a drummer for a band, and then they, stopped touring, and he got into it for, I don't know, 3 to 4 years, I would think. And then once they got back on tour, he eventually, sold the business. But like, that was really cool to like go through to see his path. There's been some young guys that I only basically, like my side is more of, they'll come to me not for more business stuff, but just how do we do this? Why did this happen in the field? Why did this equipment work like that? And so that's mainly what I see. And so it's kind of nice because I get a lot of the infield calls. And so that's always good. But not right now, there is such a young generation that is pushing it in a whole different way. And I've seen just the difference of what a lot of these young guys are calling like their gurus and their people. And it's none of us old guys anymore. It's a bunch of a newer kind of group like coming through. So it's really interesting to see that. And I get to talk to a lot of them about their equipment, but my gosh, they're motivated in a different way, where a lot of us were making videos back in the day just about like cleaning windows. And these guys are just pure business. I mean, they're just doing the basics as far as window cleaning, and then they're all just about, you know, pushing you know, the annual services or getting them on a service plan. And so that is more of my conversations. And I get a lot of the conversations of like, man, like door to door, what do I do there? I never did it. Like I never had to do any of that. And I'm happy I didn't have to do it. But that's a lot of the conversations that come up anymore, and like how to build from there. And I'm like, man, like, I don't know, like, you know, just do what you do, get the contact information like we all do, and like follow up and build a clientele. But then you get a lot of these guys where, you know, I think there's like levels to what they've decided is window cleaning and what they've decided is not, because a lot of them anymore these days don't want to go inside. And
It's fucking bizarre to me.
it's so bizarre
Yeah.
because I mean,
The window
90%
washers, they
of
won't
what
go
I've
in.
typically done is inside and out. And it's like such a better way to connect with your customers. And then
Better take it too.
yeah. And then back in the day too, I feel like storefronts and route work was so big. That's hardly mentioned anymore. It's all residential. Everything's residential. So if anything, I think there's this kind of gap that's going to happen with the younger generation where they're really not going for that, where I think a lot of people could start really gearing their business towards. But then again, I mean, I would say 95% of the people out there cleaning windows have nothing to do with the whole entire social media. Like we talk to a lot of people that have no idea who we are, what's going on in that. They're just, you know, just talking about window cleaning.
Yeah, I didn't know any of this shit existed 6 years ago, and I'd already been doing it for 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, seriously, I had no idea. I hired a guy, about 2020, something like that, 2021. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, 20. I had purchased a couple things from WCR, but I didn't know, I wasn't on Facebook chat rooms or any of that shit. I was 40, 39, 40, 41. You know, I didn't know any of this shit.
Yeah.
And I had this guy who's 10 years younger than me. And he's like, oh, yeah, check this shit out. And I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
All these nerds
the
get on
internet?
here and talk Windows? What a bunch of weirdos.
That's the same way though. When I started working with my old partner, Jim Ham, and this was April 1st, 2014. Remember the day. And it were like a week in the truck together. And he told me about the Pro Window Cleaning group on Facebook. And then that's where I kind of got into, started commenting. And then that's when I really started posting on YouTube like a little bit before that. But then I started like having more time at like jobs to like mess around beforehand and like film, you know, dumb shit. And then that kind of like turned into fun. But yeah, I did not know exactly like you. Like there's this whole community of people always talking. I wasn't into like forums. I wasn't into anything like that. You know, I liked like my personal bubble. And so I just wasn't getting into it. But it's cool. It's growing immensely.
So April 1st, 2014, you said that's kind of the day that you remember hearing about Pro. We're at 46 something thousand members. Do you recall how many members were in Pro around that time when you joined?
I can't remember. No, I mean, I bet Chris.
I'm gonna ask Chris or Alex how many members. Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
I'll message them afterwards to find out. I wish I can't take my phone off the text and be like, hey, can you find out real quick for me?
Chris,
but if anybody
somewhere he's got the data chart of like exactly on that day what that number was.
If anybody can find out for me at WCR, let me know. I know they sometimes listen. I don't have the chat room up. Do you know anybody who's on today?
Yeah,
anybody in the rooms?
Damien, Tyler, Thomas. Yeah, Kadreen, Damien, Sam. Good morning, Craig. I'll send you a ticket, Craig. We got a bunch of people on both sides. Yeah. Good morning, everybody.
Steve brings the freaks out.
Hope
woo,
so.
woo.
Oh.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
freaks come out in the morning. The freaks come out in the morning.
Do you guys
What-
participate in any other Facebook groups? Like I know a lot of us are in the
Window Cleaning Nation.
I'm in Nation. Yeah, Deeds is too.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a great
So-
one.
Yeah.
Deeds, how many groups do you think you're in when it comes
I'm
to
not in
window
very
cleaning
many.
stuff?
For window cleaning stuff, just like 3 or 4, into the flow. Pressure washing about 2 or 3. I kind of like cut a lot of pressure washing groups out of my life, if you will, a couple years ago because of the weird gurus and people that were like in charge of all the stuff and banning and blocking people. So I was like, nah, that's a lot of drama. There's a lot of ego. So I walked away from that. But the window groups are great because people still know how to rib each other and have a good time. Like Eddie Stewart keeps it interesting. Window Cleaner of the Year always is a good chuckle. So Brian.
Yeah, that group is fun. I think I'm in about 4 or 5 of them too. Nation is one of my favorites too. The guys over there are hilarious. And that group is also like, I feel like it's more West Coast a little bit.
Yeah.
And I'm a West Sider writer, so I got to check out what's popping over there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that
John
window cleaner. John Schroeder's in the building too.
Yep, he's hosting a Google webinar, I think, this week.
Oh,
Learn about
sweet.
how to do your Google profile. Try and get a link posted for him.
So I accidentally knocked over my coffee right now. I'm gonna go grab another one real quick, but I want to ask a quick question for you. So, what kind of deals is popping off this week, and what's on the sites?
Dude, right now in July, typically this is a slower time. And that after July 4th, it will kind of chill out and then we'll ramp up again really in like mid-September, late September. But July, August is always an odd time where you really don't know what's going to happen. A few years ago, we had it where July was like our peak. But usually it's going to go April to May is our peak. It goes in June. Everybody kind of waits for like a July 4th sale. But I also don't control the sales. I sometimes don't know when like new equipment is going to be released. So sometimes we find out like the same day you guys find out. And so I never really know, what's coming up. But that's how sales works. If someone calls in, they're like, hey, when's the next sale going to be? I don't know. I couldn't even tell you when. And
check your magic 8 ball. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Keep checking the page.
But I mean, with everything of Chris and Alex purchasing Sorbo and all of that, I mean, they're always super, super busy. And so it's just been interesting to see all the new stuff coming out. And then, all the zero light brushes, there's been so much movement in that as far as new versions always coming out. So that's been big. And then there's polls like the Nothing Matters poll, that came out. Yep. Did you get one of those?
I was almost T-boned by a car pulling out of a gas station this week who had the same. I was looking at the car like, damn, that's a sexy paint job because it was like this same thing. It was like wrapped. And as I was saying that, they started to veer into my lane. I'm like, yeah, I'm Fox. We're both gonna scrape. This sucks, but they missed. So that was good. I got it.
Does it get hot in the sun?
The pole? Not at all.
Yeah, it's such a weird question, but
no, it doesn't. No, my pole stays the same.
It's heat conducive.
Nice.
Yeah, it doesn't. I don't know. It reflects it. It's shiny like a pearl on a wealthy woman's neck. But I enjoy it. It doesn't get hot. I mean, I have usually a blue pole for like my micro, or a green pole. So I get the lighter colors because I'm in Houston because you don't want to pick up something black.
Did you ever have the El Cheapo from back in the day?
I didn't get the El Cheapo because it was called an El Cheapo. I was like, I'll stay away from O.
Yeah,
the marketing.
It was not the most well-liked pole as far as the name, but every once in a while I'll see one out in the wild and I'm like, oh man, I always remember that one.
She is. The majestic blue yonder. There she is.
Yeah.
So no, I didn't get a haircut.
Fish employees.
You mostly use like, is your area mostly 30 feet and under as far as like the work you do, or you have to do?
Oh yeah, it's all second story at the most. I mean, even commercial, I'll do. My max is 3 stories. So I've got a what do you call it? Metal block, but I got to go over 8 gold, so it'll reach 50 feet almost. So it'll allow me to reach out and touch it. Not fun to work with because once you get above 2 story, it's a lot of fun. And I
I
have
used to
glasses, so
work
I've never bought the belay glasses, so I can't. I'm afraid.
I could never get down with the belay glasses. I hated that idea of not seeing what was in front of me because I always felt like I was gonna hit some old lady just walking in
Push.
front, and
Yep.
I never liked the idea of it. So I would just f up my neck the whole entire day.
Yep.
Why
Next
not?
morning, it's all right up here. I'm like, I
Yeah.
hope I don't have to do windows today.
Luckily,
I
I
still-
got out of doing like universities a long time ago, where that was always a kick, doing like 50 to 60 all day, and you're just
Mhm.
like worn out. But you don't know how those windows look. You're just sure, man. Yeah, it looks great.
Please God.
That's it.
Yeah.
Hope it looks cleaner than what's inside. We'll see.
Yeah. I thought about. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Deez.
When I was up at the Catholic, I did a Catholic church basilica tour while I was in New York, and I almost bought holy water to spray on the kids for like the car ride to be a smartass. But I also wanted to buy it to like put in my squeegee soap, add some to each bucket, so it's like a holy cleaning. I can offer that for like Lent or for my Catholic customers, like with holy water added.
It's an actual cleansing of the home.
Yeah, we can cleanse it. The evil spirits can't get through the windows.
Cleansing.
Any weirdo customers that need that? It's not only
Yeah,
organic,
need some
we're
sage.
gonna cleanse your home.
I could
Yeah,
bring
more
some sage
exorcism.
and light some shit up.
Uh-huh.
Hey, maybe that's one of the services that I should add. Like my wife was saying. Well, like so.
My wife.
Yeah, we have Storm coming in this week, and she's like, maybe you should just offer to clean screens. Fuck cleaning windows. Just tell people like, hey, I'll come
walk
clean
around
your
and clean 'em.
screens. I'm like that. One of the things that I hate the most about our job in general is cleaning screens. I would love for somebody to come out and join me on a gig or like on a day when we're doing just a bullshit ass job, just to see. I don't know, man. You've done shitty jobs. We've all done shitty jobs, and I don't want to sound like my shit is worse than your shit or anyone else's. But like, sometimes it's hard to understand what other people go through, and it's like,
Well, dude, you got those shitty sunscreens.
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like if I
Big
hold on,
ass sunscreens.
I'll show you guys.
Screws and shit everywhere. Oh, this one's stripped, sir. Nope, this one's got painted over. I can't get this. God damn it.
So this is my house right here. Let's see. I got sunscreens everywhere up there on the fucking thing. You got to get up there.
Like work.
But and if you pull them down, then you got to clean all that shit off. It's like, oh my God, what a pain in the ass.
Is it
Are they
worth
all
$4?
screwed in, too?
Probably.
What's that?
Are they all screwed in too? Got to move like
No, typically there's only one screwed in. They're usually flip taps, but only one screwed in.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know. It's just that's the reason why it took me so long to invest into a water fed pole, is because I was like, why would I buy a pole? Why would I buy a system if I got to get up and unscrew and pull all these effing screens anyways? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
No, I would not want to
Screen
be
cleaning.
there. I did not enjoy cleaning screens. Luckily, I had a great guy who used to work with me named Alfredo, and we would get to a home, and that guy would get in, organize all the screens, clean them, have them out to dry, finish up all the basement windows. He always did like the shittiest parts, but never complained. And it was like amazing having him. So I hardly ever had to touch screens. It was great.
shout out to Alfredo.
Is Alfredo from Italy or Mexico? Or
Mexico.
American?
Yeah,
Okay.
straight from Juarez. I mean,
Juarez,
from
straight off the boat.
some pretty crazy.
I bet he's got a cousin named Antonio.
Probably. I think he has like 13 brothers or something.
They're very busy. When it's hot down there and they don't got TV, you just ignore your parents. Go play out in the jungle or whatever.
Yep.
I was gonna say to Jason, but he disappeared.
I'm still here.
Okay, if you could see, I've got a telescoping garden wand from Orbit, right? Bought this at Home Depot. What you should offer, because there's no leaves and bullshit around you, is you should offer a gutter downspout inspection and a gutter rinse and flush. All you've got to do is attach your garden hose, lift your arm up and walk around and just spray a jet of water from one end of the gutter to the downspout of the gutter and watch and listen to all that shit fall down, because you'll probably have a lot of gutter shingles, because if the sun just pounds down on the roof all day, it just releases the grit. The grit falls in the downspout, turns into a dust. But if you get a small rain, it turns into a mud ball and it blocks the downspout. So you can bring that up in your sales and just say, hey, you don't want a mud ball blocking your downspout, even though you have no trees. When was the last time you had your gutters rinsed and flushed? For $119, one story, we can come out and do it. It'll take you like 35 minutes. You can take a picture of the downspout on a ladder, show them it's clear after the flush, and boom.
Nice.
thoughts.
That's a super smart idea. And you know what? I'd like to give we've been giving shout outs all morning, man. It must be a really happy fucking day. Gabe Gutierrez shared some information with me on something that I could do. Basically a monsoon checklist. And it was
Sure.
it was a superb idea. I've pitched it to a couple different people. Haven't gotten any bites yet, but it doesn't mean that it's not a great idea. You can access people's roof, find out if they have any blocked areas that might cause puddling. The gutters is one of them. You can inspect the house real quick for any places that might need to be recaulked or sealed, all sorts of little things. And so shout out to Gabe Gutierrez. Matter of fact, I need to give him a call later this week for help, sharing that. Gabe's 2 hours down.
Gutters,
Go ahead, Deeds.
go ahead.
I was just going to say,
when I do gutters, Gabe's 2 hours down the road from me in Phoenix.
Yeah. So I'm not
like
stepping into his toes or anything, but he's still kind enough to share that information. And that's one of the reasons why Gabe's the best.
He's super nice. That guy is awesome.
That is a good idea.
I hardly talked to him until we did. He had me on his show, and he's just extremely intelligent and just very, very nice guy. And then we got to talk more at IWCA, and he's just a very, very good guy in the industry.
I watched that episode that you were on. I watched it live. There's something about the manner in which he delivers questions. He's very well prepared, extremely I don't want to say studious, but he does his research. He knows exactly where he wants to go with the conversation. Yep. He's extremely prepared in everything that he does. He's a man of faith and a man about family, and I love all of that. So I trust him very much, and I really appreciate his input. So shout out to Gabe.
Yeah. I even saw where I think IWCA, man, he didn't get out of there for like 2 weeks because he was there training the company. And I'm like, man, this guy's busy.
Well, he's doing Squeegee U, and then he's part of the IWCA, and then he's got his own business, and then he's, there's always stuff to do. And yeah, I mean, with the Squeegee U too, being able to go out to other people's sites and help them for a day or two, I think that's an awesome thing to do. It's a great way to go.
Yeah.
I've gotten asked a lot about that throughout the years, and I'm just not that type. Like people want you to come travel to somewhere and put you up and, help them go through like a week of training. And I've always been under more of the idea, and Gabe's probably a lot more organized than I would be with something like that. But I'm like, I don't really know inside of a week. Like we could go through a lot of things, but how much could I really show you in that time? I've gone out with like local companies and done like a day. But sometimes you feel like you just start talking about, window cleaning in general and just have a good time. You get to the end of the day, you're like, what did we do here today?
What did we accomplish?
Yeah, what did we accomplish? I don't really know, but it was fun. But I don't know what I helped with.
You know what? Sometimes that's all people need, and if they're paying you to do it too, that's fine. We sometimes just want the information, and it's worth far more weight than whatever the cost is for someone like myself to reach out to you or whoever it is that reached out to you, because you're giving little nuggets, regardless if you think you're like, I don't think I even told them anything. I bet they didn't learn anything from me. You're probably feeling like, oh shit, like you said, what did we accomplish? Yeah. I bet they walked away feeling like they're $1 million.
Yeah.
So, I think it's great that people in our industry are able to do that, especially when it's guys like yourself or Gabe that actually know what the fuck they're talking about. Guys who have been there and done that. You know what I mean?
Right.
I got a call last week from somebody from Google. It was just like something marketing. I answered, hello. It was like a 17-year-old kid. You could hear his voice cracking. He's like, hey, I help pressure washers get whatever amount of bit. I said, are you kidding me? So I hung up on him. I'm like, God damn, that kid was like 18, 17 years old, and he's trying to sell me on courses and shit.
Dude, I get
whatever.
I get calls from like 13, 14-year-olds regularly, like wanting to get into the business. And sometimes I'm just like, man, enjoy your time like right now.
Yeah.
Enjoy your summers. Like I get it. It's really good that you want to like pursue it. But man, like the time in life you have right now, like have fun during your summers. You're going to get out there, you're going to start working, you're going to start, making some money. But then again, like what are you going to go spend it on? Right. And I don't know. I just feel like a lot of
guys, high school.
Yeah. It's great to see it though. I mean, they're not sitting around playing video games all day. So that's awesome. But I mean,
Yeah.
You should be searching for pirate treasure and stuff like that. You know,
yeah,
being a
exactly.
kid, doing
Yeah.
dumb shit. Don't clean windows.
Yep.
You know,
Go ride go
we do have
karts
the
during the summer. Do fun shit.
yeah. Take your child. Don't be like Britney Spears or whatever. Yeah, enjoy it. Yeah,
I like Brittany
But,
with the knives.
Freaking insane, man.
Yeah,
She's like,
Brittany
Yeah,
with
I've
the
got
knives
the-
is a favorite
yeah.
video of mine.
yeah. She's like the woman
Yeah.
Conor McGregor. She doesn't, I mean, always
Exactly.
all over the place. You never know what's going to happen.
She's like a female Mike Tyson, actually.
Ah,
You know.
there you go.
Just erratic. Just starts punching people for no reason. Did you ever watch the Mike Tyson mystery show on Adult Swim with Norm Macdonald?
No.
It's an animated show where Mike
Yes.
Tyson plays himself. Norm Macdonald plays a pigeon that was a man turned into a pigeon. I just love Norm Macdonald so much. I'm grateful for that show.
And what else could go wrong with Norm and Mike, right? I mean, it's the best.
Exactly.
Nothing.
It's kind of like a Scooby Doo.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
exactly that. A Scooby Doo with Mike Tyson. So
Yeah,
good stuff.
Norm passed. That was sad. That guy
Yeah,
is
it was.
super dry, but hilarious. The punchlines
Yep.
were always perfect.
Yeah.
All right, good question, real quick. Top 5 comedians. Deeds, who you got?
Sam Kinison, Jerry Seinfeld, Rodney Dangerfield. I'd say Jeff Foxworthy made me laugh a lot.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then as far as stand up, I don't know. I'll save that fifth one. Let me think about that fifth.
What about you, Steve? Can you think of 5? Who are
This
your
may
top
not
5?
be- Yeah, it may not be in a row. Shane Gillis, love his stuff. Adam Ray. Adam Ray's amazing. He does a lot of stuff on YouTube now. Kill Tony. Kill Tony's awesome. And then Jerry Seinfeld. I saw him in person too when I was younger. That was amazing.
Cool.
And I saw Howie Mandel back maybe
cool.
15 years ago in person. The dude is hilarious. Totally off the rails. So
Nice.
good. And then who did we see? Oh man, he's a super clean comic, but he's huge. And we saw him back last September, and that was really good.
Nate
I love
Bargatze?
Huh?
Nate Bargatze?
Nate Bargatze. Yep.
Yeah,
We saw,
he's good.
you ever seen the guy Doodad?
No.
I don't think so.
TikTok or anything like that. So he's a local guy, and what's really funny, I used to clean his neighbor's windows, and he has a huge following in Colorado, huge following like even through the nation. And he had a comedy show about a month and a half ago. We went to that. That was great. I love any comedy stand up. I was watching one last night. It was great. I can't remember the guy's name, but you see these guys popping up on like social media short reels.
Yeah.
So much attention, and the crowd work. That's what I like these days, is how they
The
work.
interaction?
Yeah, because they have to be so fast and witty of like, it's not just them doing a set, but like very witty as far as the answers that are coming in. And it's just kind of like that live, raw comedy that's so good.
Yeah.
I'd say Dave Chappelle or Mike Hedberg or whatever.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna.
Mitch
I knew you were
Hedberg.
gonna say Hedberg, and I knew you were gonna say Kinnison. I'd say Chappelle's up there. Seinfeld is one I saw too back in the early 2000s. I want to say mid 2000s. I saw him in a nice little 4,000 seat venue. Pablo Francisco is this dude. He used to. I saw live a few times. He's
Are
a.
you Ian? Is it that guy?
I'm not sure if that was one of his bits, but he used to do this. He was always coked out, just like a bunch of people. But you could see him just sweating profusely on stage, and he'd always make fun of like white, like people from like Irvine, like uppity, upper class white
Ron White
people,
makes
and
me
you could,
laugh,
yeah, man, it just hilarious shit. There's a couple other on my mind that I can't think of either, but yeah, Chappelle's shit was always great. Obviously, Eddie Murphy was great.
Robin Williams
and-
is pretty good.
yeah, Williams is good. One of the guys too that like I grew up watching and adoring was Dave Letterman, and I know his stuff wasn't stand up, but he was a stand up. Then became the host. But one of the reasons I loved him so much was for the same reason that you said, Steve, is like the interaction, like the human interaction when he was doing interviews, how great he was drawing the questions out, but then already he's asking the questions basically so he can fucking set you up.
Yeah.
And you can always, it's great to have somebody who's comedically timed like that. Yeah, he's one of my favorites.
Well, we grew up too in like, the height of like late night
Mhm.
TV, and
Yep.
like Jay Leno, Conan
Yeah.
O'Brien. And so Jay Leno, my mom always watched Jay Leno, and we always went to sleep with like Jay Leno on. And so that was always big. And then if we could stay up late at night, watch Conan.
Conan. Yeah.
But yeah, during that time, that was so, so good. And anymore, it's just like Jimmy Fallon, which is like, meh, meh. So
I remember in 95, my homie, 94, 95, my homie Jason Pontebianco, Pani, he'd come over to the house. It'd be, it was my senior year, and Letterman would be on, and we'd be on the back porch getting baked. And my mom would come out. She kicked his ass out like, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 times. How many times I gotta tell you? Get no more puffing that tree on my back porch. Like, come on, man. It's my senior year. We're just, like smoking out of a can or a potato or something.
right, an apple.
Definitely an apple. There's definitely an apple somewhere. We used to have this big old wooden spool that was our table on the back porch, and I know there's an apple, a potato, a couple of things down there in the middle of that spool at all times.
Things you'll do.
Oh man.
In the year 2000.
Exactly, bro. In the year 2000.
Who was the Chihuahua Conan had? When remember that at all?
I don't.
Oh,
I
man.
just
Someone
remember-
watching has to remember like the Chihuahua that he did, and the Chihuahua is so vulgar, and it was amazing.
Was it almost like a Triumph the Insult comic? Dog?
That's what it was.
Comic dog, yeah.
That was it.
Yeah. So that is what the fuck?
He's
Robert
on TikTok
Smigel.
and Instagram.
Oh, that's
yeah.
the guy behind the voice.
Yeah, Robert Smigel. He's an old producer for SNL, and he's also the same guy who did Ambiguously
Saturday
Gay
TV
Duo.
Fun House.
Oh, nice.
TV Fun House. Give me back my
Yeah.
show. TV Fun House.
Yeah,
Let's go,
that's
Ace.
the guy.
Let's go, Gary. Save the world. Jump on my back.
I remember being super young and watching that sometimes. Like, what? Like, what is going on? Like, I don't even know.
Why does that car look like a dick?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so ambiguous. Now I know a big word. Ambiguous.
Imagine that on today. It would not.
Yeah.
It would not make it on today. There's no way.
I think SNL still. I think SNL still does a little bit of that, but it's not the same.
No,
Yeah,
it's not.
SNL kind of died off for me in the mid to late '90s when they got rid of the main supporting cast of like, Norm Macdonald, Adam Sandler, Will Ferrell, when they all jumped ship. I just couldn't do like a new bunch. Couldn't hang with like Cal Thomas and Anderson or whatever.
Dude, try it again, because I know there was like a lull there for a while where it did suck. Try it again.
Yes.
Last 2 years have been really, really good.
I agree with Steve.
Yeah.
I've been watching religiously, and I still record it. And I'll go back on Sunday morning or Monday. I'll watch the monologue, and then through the weekend update, and usually there's some good shit in there. It's I don't know. It's part. I feel like it's one thing that keeps reminding me of my childhood that I enjoy. I remember going over when I was like 10, 11, 12 years old and being able to stay the night over at a friend's house. And that was one of the shows that we always watched every time I'd stay over there. And so I always watch it. As long as you can laugh, that's one way to kill some time, right?
Yep, exactly.
Yeah,
And the old
I tried
cast
watching.
back here and there. Like Will Ferrell was on, like, I think their last one of the last season. Freaking amazing episode. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice
he's
to come
the best.
First full circle. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you guys got planned for the rest of the week?
Man, I'm in front of the computer, calls, everything. That's pretty much what you see here is my Monday through Friday as far as where I'm at, pretty much in my office. So that's pretty much it for me. Really exciting. But then again, kind of getting out of the July 4th. I always take like a little bit of time off just from like everything and get a break from even like working out. So this week I'll get back into my regular schedule of a couple nights of, working out and everything. So
Steve's training for a fight, guys. He just said it right here.
yeah.
I'm
Can you imagine that? What if we had like a window cleaner fight card? Like there's all that stuff. You ever seen like Misfits boxing where all the social media people box?
Yeah.
It's the worst that you've ever watched in your life. But
I've never watched it, but I've seen it. Like I've seen it advertised and whatnot.
We're too small
I
of a
think it would be
community,
cool.
though. We're all friends where it would just never happen. It would just
If the
never.
purse was good, if it was a $5,000 or a $2,000 winner take all purse, I think people
Right.
would enter. Kind of like blood sport or like an arm
He
wrestling
said like
competition to
blood
get custody of
sport.
your child. Yeah,
$100,000 WCR gift card. That's what it
Yes.
is.
Ah,
fight.
So,
It's like celebrity death match. You got to pick your costume and then
Yep.
go for it. You got 30 seconds in the ring, kind of like a
or if they
bullfight.
give away like a Cybertruck. Boom.
Yeah,
Boom.
hey, are we gonna see you next month, dude? You know we're giving away tickets, right?
Convention?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah. No, yeah, I'll be there. Definitely.
So who's mobbing with you guys?
It's me, Josh, Jersey. And then Zane's going and the legendary John B.
John B in the house.
John B.
Salute John B. All right.
Dude.
Hey,
John B is amazing.
John B, this is a request, a shout out. I'll reach out to John later this week, but I'd love to get him on probably before the show in August if you're available, John B, and you have your ears on. Shout out, love to get you on.
Want to talk about someone who's funny? That guy is hilarious. Once you get to know him, dude, the guy's extremely witty. He's the wittiest person I have ever met in my life.
So Deeds and I were fortunate enough to have a breakfast 2 days in a row with John B, Zane, and Mike Nichols.
Oh,
And it was gold.
yeah. Yep.
That shit right there. It was worth its weight in gold. I'm not sure what I learned, kind of like what we were talking about earlier, but I had a hell of a time, and I think my face hurt for 2 days, and I still remember it to this day. You were part of that. You were part of that trip too. We didn't have breakfast with you that day, but we were able to spend some time with you, and you're lucky that Deeds isn't throwing up any of the pictures from that event.
Oh yeah. No, my wife knows about them all.
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife thinks
was-
that I was part of that.
First-
Honey, no, I ran away.
It's the first night of any sort of like convention or show or whatever. We all see each other. We're all friends. We only get to see each other like, twice a year. And then we all go hard in the paint. And then the next
We
day,
all go hard in the paint. I love it.
super hard. And then the next day at the trade show, you wake up kind of like, oh man, like it's going to be a rough day. It's going to be a rough morning. That's why the trade show starts at noon. It doesn't start at 8 a.m. So we can all get our shit together by the time it's time to go. So
You know who one of my favorite people is seeing that first morning?
who?
Grubbs.
Grubbs? Well, because Grubbs stayed up until 5 a.m. So he's
Grubbs
got
is
one
always the
more-
last person to roll in.
Yeah.
And he always looks like he had the best effing time.
And he's got his glasses on the whole entire day. He's like, what's going on, dude?
Hey, bud, how goes it?
Man, I've known Grubbs forever now. It's kind of wild to think about it. I used to help him. I helped him buy his first pure water system. And it's always cool to see guys like that, especially became a rep, still is a rep. And yeah, man. And he's got a little daughter and everything. So it's cool.
Yeah, it's great to see our friends doing well. And it is awesome to and then now watch someone like Grubbs doing the same thing you're doing and helping and sharing and parting wisdom. I remember there's a time when I was in a jam and I couldn't get anybody on the phone at WCR that I knew. And I hate bugging people that I don't know.
Yeah, right.
And I barely knew Austin. But I sent a message and sent out a bat signal, and he replied and answered and helped me out of a jam. And it was like, really, he's got his Grubbs going on now. And he helped me out of a jam. So,
yeah.
Oh, Deej, you look just like him, bro.
Yeah, just need the hair.
Outstanding.
When are you guys coming in for the convention? You guys going in early, or what are you doing? You going to be there the whole week?
I think Tuesday to leaving Saturday morning or so, or Wednesday to Saturday, I think.
Nice.
Yeah, I haven't decided yet. I know. Actually, it's funny that you mentioned that. Deej just told me he's coming home Saturday. I haven't booked a flight yet. It's either going to be Tuesday to Friday, probably, or Wednesday to Saturday. So we do a show on Wednesday. I don't really want to come in on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
So I'll likely be there it doesn't make sense for me to come in on a Wednesday. But I don't know yet. And I don't really want to, I kind of want to leave Saturday
Tuesday,
morning,
yeah.
but then I got a whole extra night and I don't really want to do that.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm coming in late Wednesday, which is actually
Damn.
the latest I've ever come in. And then Thursday, Friday, my wife's coming in on late Thursday. And
Sweet.
then
Nice.
we're staying 3 extra nights, and then we're gonna go to Universal.
Good for you.
Hot as balls, but that'll be a lot of fun. I haven't been there for like 14, 15 years. So we're just getting a little time away from the kids and going to do that and make a little trip out of it.
So let me ask you a question. What do you got to do to get out of the setup?
Huh?
What do you have to do to get out of setup at the show? Because you just nailed it.
You have to be West Coast so that your flight, there's no chance of you getting in early.
So that's kind of why I'm doing. So there's like only 2 or 3 options for flights that are nonstop for me.
Yeah.
And one of them is an overnight, like a red eye. It's leave at 11 and land at 6. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I want to get down on that.
Screwed though after that. You know, it's like you're gonna be tired of shit. It just doesn't work out well.
I can't sleep on a plane, so that's one thing. That's one, and it all sucks.
Yeah.
Anything over 2 hours is not good on my back, and I'm a big bag of bitch, and I need to get up 15 times each hour. And
we have the same thing though from Colorado for Frontier.
Yeah,
leave at 11:59 p.m. and get in at 6:30. And I thought about doing that Tuesday night and get in super early, but I did that for PWNA. They had a convention before they ever teamed up with IWCA back in 2022. And I did that.
Yeah.
And I came in super early to the hotel that we were at in February, way back 4 years ago. And I hated it. It wasn't worth it.
Yeah, you're all mad at yourself for making that decision. And you're like, why did I do this? I'll never do it again.
Yeah.
I could have slept until 3 in the morning.
Yeah, exactly.
Woke up at 3.
Yeah, see, my other option though is leave at like 10 and land at like 6. And I'm like, I don't want to fucking, and I'm like, you waste your whole day.
Yep. That's what I'm doing, man. 10 a.m. and you get in at like 4 or 5 o'clock.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It is what it is.
It'll be
so
fun.
You're an hour ahead of me though, so that's why you get that extra hour. But how long is your flight? Like
it's like 3.5 hours going there, 4.5 hours coming back.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Mine's like 4 both ways, I think. But
no, but it'll be I always enjoy going. It's kind of a nice time to get away. And it's more of, I'm sure you guys probably don't go to the classes, right? I mean, just to be real.
I pop into like 1 or 2. Usually Megan likes.
Yeah.
I have
the last couple of years, when anybody walks up and at the booth, to me, it's like being there. I don't really try to do sales. Like it's just more talking with people and just like seeing like how the year went. And I always say to people, man, like how did the shows go? Last year, it was everybody talking about AI. Like, oh man, like there's so much stuff happening. It's kind of like scary.
Malkovich.
Yeah. And but then too, you just hear about like, oh man, it was mostly just a course they were trying to sell, and that's what it just turned into, and a huge hoorah. I've never been a hoorah type of guy like with that kind of stuff, but like they're always saying, they're trying to sell this or trying to sell that, which I get. You know, a lot of those guys are there to do that, and that's like totally understandable. But yeah, man, it'll be a lot of fun.
I'm not here to buy. We should have a card just hold up. I'm not interested. Thanks. Just so you're not rude. I just keep walking. Yeah.
It's been a few years since I've actually stayed the entire time for a class. I'm gonna try and do my best to sit still this year.
Yeah.
And see if I can absorb something else other than social. I mean, I'm kind of a little bit of a social butterfly. I also have a couple of habits that keep me from sitting still, and I'm going to try my best this year to attend some of these classes and by osmosis take it all in.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Well, come by and let me know how it is.
Yeah, he's all, tell me how it goes. I think that it should be mandatory for you guys to attend at least one class.
Right. Should be mandatory, but luckily it is not.
It's not.
I should go. I mean, I went back in the day, my first one. I was there not working, or I went to 2 where I didn't work, and that was Atlanta. And Atlanta was super fun. And I was there with Atlanta and then Branson. Branson, Missouri was a huge one where tons of us went. That was a really, really big group, kind of like not last year, but the year prior was like a really big group of people.
Nashville. Yeah.
And that's always been tons of fun when everybody comes, like TJ, that whole entire crew, just everybody. And so it's always fun to see everybody in person. But yeah, man.
It's going to be a good time. And I'm excited even, just talking to you this week. I've had some really great conversations over the weekend. I feel like I'm a little more energized. I ridded all that nastiness out of me. So yeah, man, it's going to be a great week. It's going to be a great rest of the summer. I've got some really cool gigs on schedule for this week. I do a former NFL player's house, and I'll be doing that this week. Yeah. The centerfold for June's issue of IWCA, the picture was shot at that house. And we're going back to do it again this week, and I'm really looking forward to it. So I guess if I could share any advice with anybody today, the moral of today's episode is don't stew in your own poo. Get out there and go do something about shit and share stories with your friends. And if you're in a jam, reach out for help. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Do it.
Yeah. So it's about that time where we wrap up that show. Steve, you want to give any shout outs to anybody?
Just thank you to everybody that I get to talk to pretty much like every day. I mean, the reason that I get to do what I do is because of everybody who's in the window cleaning industry, and they all, I think, trust me, and it's really nice to have that from a lot of different people in the industry. And during this time that sometimes it can be a little busy, a little bit not busy. It's just good to just keep going and keep pushing it. And yeah, that's it. I know that sounds pretty corny, but that's all.
Not even close, dude. Not even close. You want to go, Deeds? You want me to go?
Deeds frozen.
Deeds is frozen. So I guess I'll go. Yeah, I'll give a shout out real quick to my guy, Billy, who's, been a buddy of mine since the early 90s. He does a majority of the work these days, holds things down and makes sure that I'm mentally there. There he is. He makes sure that I'm mentally there.
I'm back.
To all the friends in the Orlando chat, they keep it lively, they keep it real, and they keep all of us chugging along. You know who you are. The Shine On group. I'm in another chat too with a bunch of Euros and a bunch of friends across the pond and some US cleaners as well. But they keep it lively too, and it's just a different group of people, so it's fresh, it's fun, and I want to give a shout out to those cats because, yeah, man, I get somebody else to talk soccer with. So shout out to Shine On Group, all my Euro friends, they're the best. English, German, all those cats over there, they are outstanding. I look forward to hopefully meeting some of those cats in person one of these days. I mentioned another one too, actually Luke. Luke and I texted a little bit this weekend. It was nice to hear from him. He and I don't chat very often, but when we do, I always feel better afterwards. So shout out to Luke. Yeah, and next, Deeds, I appreciate you again. Thank you for what you're doing on the show. I know I'm not always easy to deal with, and a partnership is sometimes tough, but I know that you and I together are having some fun, and I hope that we're bringing some joy to our friends each Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So I thank all you guys for tuning in, to the guys who pop in every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, the Squeegee Toms, the Adam Hogans, the fucking Codreens, Jake Van O's, all the homies, Damien's here. Damien is the nicest dude in the industry. He, Gabe, Corey Klimas, fucking all these cats. Scott Aaroncramps, the Prez from the IWCA. That's another one too. And last but not least, all of our friends.
Oops.
Dude. God damn, my dogs are gonna go nuts. Hold on, I'll let Beats can do it and not have them go crazy.
Yeah, like a Britney Spears song. But no, thanks everybody. Like Jason was saying, thank you, Steve, for being on.
Yeah.
Love to hear your input and everything. Congratulations on the kiddo going into kindergarten. That's
Thanks,
pretty
man.
awesome.
I appreciate it.
That's another trip milestone for you and the family. Thank you to everybody for watching in the mornings. Thank you, Jason, for co-hosting this. This is awesome. Thank you, Chris and Alex and everybody at Zero WCR Sorbo. And hope to see everybody at the Huge. We've got Chris Eckstein on this Wednesday. He's going to talk about his flag project and how his business is going to the past year. And on Friday, we've got, I think, Maya and Austin, I think, on the show.
That's sweet. That's a good lineup for the week, man.
Yeah, are you?
This is awesome, Maya. And
Hey,
Maya.
do you know?
Yep.
I was just going to ask you, do you know Maya and Austin?
Yes, I
do
met
not.
them in IWCA in Vegas. Yeah.
Yeah, and I briefly came across them as well. Got a chance to talk with them briefly. They're doing something with Parkinson's Foundation. I'm really excited to have them share a little bit of their story. It should be amazing. That's another reason why we started the show in the first place, is to help other cleaners get some love, let everybody know that they are appreciated, and to help some of our friends share some of their stories and some of the things that they're passionate about. So if you guys know anybody else who'd like to pop on the show, give us a shout, reach out to Deeds, reach out to myself. We'd love to get you on. Yeah, man. Deeds, what do you tell them at the end of the rip?
Change your rubbers and your resin, guys. If you're getting above 10 TDS, it's
Did you
time to
say
change
anything?
something.
There you go.
Good advice.
Change them rubbers, change that resin. I hope your passion buckets are full. There's a bucket or two in there. Yeah, man. Stay tuned. Wednesday's going to be a great episode. Stay up, stay gold. Check you on Wednesday.
Peace.
Yep. Thanks, Steve-O.
Bye.